Good morning, everyone. I am SRUTHI JAGANMOHAN, and I'm a student at MIT School of Engineering, MIT IDT University, Pune. My guide, Professor Rohidas Sangore, who is a co-author, is present in the meeting while I will be presenting today. The title of our paper is Super Resolution of Cosmological Images Using GANs. GANs being generative adversarial networks. The flow for today's presentation is as follows: introduction, methodology, results, conclusion, and acknowledgement. So what is super resolution? Sometimes when you take a picture or watch a video, it is kind of blurry and pixelated and you really can't see all the details. Well, super resolution is like a tool that can make those blurry pictures and videos look much better. It works by using computer algorithms to guess what is missing, and based on the information that is already there, tries to fill in the details. So you end up with a much clearer and sharper video, which can be really useful in lots of different situations. For example, doctors can use super resolution to get a better look at medical images, or scientists can use it to study satellite photos in more detail. The goal is to create a system that can take a low quality space image and make it look much better while still keeping all the important information. This is tricky because space is huge and there is a lot of complicated data to deal with. A successful development of such a system would have significant implications in the field of cosmology and astrophysics, enabling us to understand the universe and its evolution better. These are some of the papers that we looked into before starting the conceptualization of the paper. Super resolution imaging, the use case of optical astronomy, is the first paper that discusses how super resolution can be used in astronomical imaging. Latent deep space talks about how super resolution and generative adversarial networks can be used not only for entertainment and socio-political reasons, but also in educational fields. Photorealistic single image super resolution using a generative adversarial network. We have based the entire construction of our project on the architecture proposed in this paper. Methodology. Existing approaches to super resolution are as follows. While there are multiple approaches like interpolation methods, they are very limited because they cannot account for high frequency details and produce very smoothened images. Convolutional neural networks or CNNs are more efficient than interpolation for high-end mapping between low resolution and high resolution images, but they still cannot match the results produced by a generative adversarial network. The dataset. The dataset for this project was collected from real-life images produced by real-life telescopes. The telescopes being the Hubble Space Telescope, which was launched in 1990 and has made many important discoveries about the universe. The James Webb Telescope is a newer telescope and is much more powerful, that was launched in 2021. Together, these telescopes help us learn more about our universe. The dataset consists of 100 images total, sourced in the TIFF format. GANs requires a low resolution image and a high resolution image for training purposes. For this very reason, we have retained both the low resolution and high resolution image. The low resolution image is 32 by 32 pixels and the high resolution image is 128 by 128 pixels. The architecture of GANs. In a GAN architecture, the generator and discriminator are two neural networks that play a minimax game. The generator tries to produce realistic looking samples, while the discriminator tries to distinguish between real and fake samples. The generator loss measures how well the generator is performing at fooling the discriminator, while the discriminator has to try its best not to be fooled. Both the generator and discriminator use the SR ResNet network architecture as a backend, where the ResNet, an artificial neural network, is defined by its skip connections. The most defining component of SR GANs that distinguishes it from other GANs architecture is its perceptual loss function, that is made up of adversarial loss and content loss. This is the process for the project. First, we have to take our data set and downsample it to 32 by 32 pixel images. Then use SRGAN generator to create really good fake images. Then we make the discriminator distinguish between these real and fake images. We backpropagate the loss to train the generator to work even better in fooling the discriminator. By this, we optimize the perceptual quality of an image. The model is trained using the Adam optimizer with binary cross entropy and mean squared error losses and is trained for about 100 epochs. results. These values show that the generator is making progress in creating better fakes of the space images, and the discriminator is having difficulty in distinguishing between them, which is favorable. These are actual images produced by the GANs model. The images on the left show the low resolution 32 by 32 image, and the right shows the super resolved 128 by 128 image produced by the SR GANs. These images show how the SR GANs model has brought out the contours to show clear differences in different points of the image. It has also smoothed out the chunkier parts and increased the pixel density of the image. In conclusion, image super resolution that enhances the resolution of an image from low resolution to high resolution. We have also outlined the many existing methods to go about super resolution and why the use of generative models is the most promising technique as of now. Existing models focus on optimizing the pixel difference, which is not an ideal metric for the human eye. Humans don't differentiate images by pixel difference, but rather by how they look or its perceptual quality. While using generative models produces greater results, they suffer from a drawback of being highly resource hungry. GANs requires good processing power and about hundreds and thousands of images as input and needs to train for weeks on end. The use of AI-assisted super resolution using generative adversarial networks has a promising future scope in various fields of astrophysics and optical cosmology. It can help improve the accuracy of cosmological simulations and conduct image analysis of astronomical objects. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to my project guide, Professor Rohidas Sangore, for his invaluable guidance, support, and encouragement throughout this journey. I also want to extend my thanks to the organizers of this conference for providing me the opportunity to present my research. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Your presentation is so very good, and your content is also very nice for and very useful for future research. So, ma'am, my first question from my
Yes, sir.
side: how will we extract the feature by the CNN algorithm for extracting to the super resolutions?
Sir, I couldn't get. So could you repeat the question again?
Yeah. Ma'am, how will we extract the feature by the CNN algorithm in terms of super resolutions?
So CNNs don't provide the same results as generative adversarial networks. It would be better to use generative adversarial networks instead of CNN.
Ma'am, what kind of the parameter are used for the calculating to the LR image and HR image in your
Excuse me,
work?
sir, could you repeat? I am not able to hear you. Sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
So I couldn't hear the question. It's not very clear.
Am I audible now? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
you are audible, sir.
I'm asking to you, ma'am. How will we categorize that LR image and HR image by using your neural network techniques?
So the LR images are 32 by 32 pixels, and they are we take the original high resolution images and convert them to low resolution images using the OpenCV library to 32 by 32 pixels. And then we feed the low resolution and high resolution